Hello, everybody. I think I'm recording. It's been one of those days. I meant to do this a lot earlier today, and well, I had to get caught up on bills, and I was so far behind because of Ian. I was on the phone with the IRS on hold for 2 hours, 1 hour to talk to a person for about 10 minutes, and then get transferred to another person for an hour hold, on which I got disconnected. Typical IRS. So I think I need this session as much as you do. I had originally planned on doing this next video going into a little bit more in depth on my journey with Bell's palsy slash what turned out to be cancer, and hope to help some other people out there that might go through similar things. But one of our new group members asked me to talk about marriage and emotions. And I laughed to myself when I saw that, and I thought, well, marriage definitely has emotions. It starts out with, at least in most all cases, the emotional love, the ultimate love, but it probably turns into a lot of other emotions for most of us as well. And I will get to that. But before I get started on that, I wanted to share something from today with you. My wife and I have started doing daily devotionals, and I don't know why, but when I read these, they always seem to hit me and hit my emotions. And some of them hit harder than others. I don't know why. I can't explain it. But it punches my heartstrings. And I'll try to get through today's um, without, totally bawling on the video. But here we go. Today is November 1st, and here is the devotional for today. And I think it's a good message for all of us. Do not be discouraged by the difficulty of keeping your focus on me. I know that your heart's desire is to be aware of my presence continually. This is a lofty goal you aim toward it, but never fully achieve it in this life. Don't let feelings of failure weigh you down. Instead, try to see yourself as I see you. First of all, I'm delighted by your deep desire to walk closely with me through your life. I am pleased each time you initiate communication with me. In addition, I notice the progress you have made since you first resolved to live in my presence. When you realize that your mind has wandered away from me, don't be alarmed or surprised. You live in a world that has been rigged to distract you. Each time you plow your way through the massive distractions to communicate with me, you achieve a victory. Rejoice in these tiny triumphs, and they will increasingly light up your days. So, I think this will come into play as we have this talk about marriage and relations. As I said, I think there's a lot of emotions that come into marriage, and I think the key goes back to the messages that we got from God and Jesus. God gave us 10 commandments. And again, I want to qualify this here um, before I get started too far. A couple of things. One, I want to thank the many people that have been joining this group. I have no idea where you're coming from because I haven't really advertised it. I just hit me to start this. And hopefully it's helping some people. And I really appreciate you all, and I do listen to what you have to say, and I will try to help any way I can. Um, Second of all, I want you to know that obviously, just like anything else, this is just my understanding and my interpretation of everything. So now that we got that clear, back to what I was saying, God gave us 10 commandments. In my opinion, Jesus came down and really made it simple for us. It's love. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be here to love. Love each other irregardless of who it is uh, or how they affect you. Every single person, because every single person is a part of God. It's, a part of Him. And we're just supposed to love. And if you follow that 100%, then it's hard to have those feelings of hate or jealousy or anger or judgment. You can't do those things and really love someone else at the same time. So, as the daily devotional talked about, that is the case. You may agree with me, you may not. For those of us that do believe that, We know it's the right thing to do, but can we do it all the time right? No, we're human beings. We're set up to be sinners. As the daily devotional said, this world is rigged to be against us. Does it mean you don't try anymore? Does it mean you quit? No, I think the answer again is trying to increasingly get your communication with Jesus, God, better on a daily basis. Try to find some quiet time every day. Try to increase that time every day. You start out with early morning, get up a little earlier, do it as soon as you had your coffee and get awake. Maybe then add the afternoon, evening. Try to get to the point, hopefully, where we can do it all day long. Um, and even while we're doing other things, having conversations with other people, keeping that connection with God, keeping that awareness that we have the Holy Spirit within us, asking them to help us to keep that connection and know that we're supposed to behave in that way. We are so blessed, whether we know it or not. We have been given so many gifts, and I think those expound, and you're better able to see them. You're better able to treat everybody with love, the more connected you can be. And when you don't, when you have a slip up, when you have a snag or a distraction that takes you away and you behave the way you don't get angry, don't give up. Just go back to doing what you know you really want to be doing and the way it should be. Make your apologies, give your forgivenesses, ask for forgiveness, not only of the Lord, but of the person you might have offended. Anyway, that's my thought on it. Yes, for some reason, it does appear to me, and I know I am guilty of this, once you get married, you tend to let those emotions, the bad ones, come out on your spouse more than you would a stranger or a neighbor or a friend. Why that is, I don't know. Doesn't make sense. You obviously love that person very much or you wouldn't have married him. Does it get more aggravating when you live with somebody and you're around them a lot than the person you only see once every month or every week? Probably. But that doesn't mean you stop loving them. We all know we all have faults. We all know we all make mistakes, and we know we can't judge. That's left to somebody much higher than us. So we can't decide that it's that person's doing something wrong, supposedly. That's not our job. So count your blessings every day. Look for the things to be thankful for, even when it seems like there's nothing to be thankful for. Trust me, there is. And I'm thankful for all of you, and I hope I can help somebody out there. You guys have a very blessed day, blessed week, and I'll be back with video number 4, and unless something new comes up, we'll dive more into the Bell's palsy cancer issues, the things that I've been through, and how to find blessings even within those. And I am blessed with a wonderful family. And you guys have a great day.